Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career or money reading for the end of November, right through the end of December 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile is your protagonist energy. The second pile are any obstacles you've been experiencing. And the third pile is the unified energy of how things are going to come together for you all, okay? Also, you may notice that I'm in a different surrounding at the moment. I've just gone to visit my folks for a week and a bit, so I'll be back in my usual space, but of course, I've taken a little trip there. Now let's get straight to your reading. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding their career? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? Now, your first card there is the Hermit. So some of you are feeling a little bit fed up, a little bit tired, perhaps. We're drawing out towards the end of the year, and I feel like you've been super busy tying up loose ends, and I feel like you've been pushed and pulled in many different directions, and you're exhausted. Now, some of you may actually feel a little bit isolated in your career in some way or in your working environment, and you feel like you have been preparing, shall we say, for, difficult times, because the Hermit is to go into the cave of life to recharge batteries, but also to be very protective. So some of you may actually be saving your finances, shall we say, in order to make some sort of large purchase there. Your cards are getting very chaotic, which tends to mean that there are big changes. Look at that transformation card. So I hope you can see that there. That is the Death card, transformation. So some of you have been almost like in a cocoon state in your mind, really trying to work out the next steps on something. Some of you have been wishing for something, working really hard towards something, and you may feel like you're alone in that endeavor. Even if you work for a company, some of you may feel that you have been, cutting yourself off, keeping your nose to the grindstone, working really hard, and just trying to reflect on the next steps of your journey. Some of you beautiful Capricorns out there may be thinking about going solo. So if you're not an entrepreneur, then I definitely see that you will be, or you are really suited to being your own boss there. So you may be thinking about launching a business. Maybe it's something you're strategizing for the end of the year, and you may launch it in 2024. Ultimately, I see some big changes happening for you in your career sector. And some of you may even be walking away from something that you've been connected to for quite some time. However, you may have evolved from it. I feel this energy of you either hitting a glass ceiling or feeling you've come as far as you can with a certain situation. It's not really feeling as fulfilling as it has been, so you may be walking away from something in order to embrace something new. Now, looking at your cards, it could be that you're just really excited that it's the end of the year and you're hoping that 2024 brings a lot more prosperity, and it seems to be a bit easier, and that you can move towards greater prosperity. But this month, the next 6 weeks actually, because this reading is for 6 weeks, it shows me that there is something to celebrate for you regarding your career, okay? Now, the first card there, as I said, is introspection. So this is really about your next steps. Some of you are strategizing, okay? But the Hermit energy is to go solo. So either you are at the helm of a project that you are going to be managing, or you're going to be directing people, or perhaps it's that you are trying to launch something on the side as a side hustle that you can do by yourself or be in charge of. But the Hermit energy indicates that you are someone who is very strong, determined, and you have a lot of willpower. And as you can see there, we got the bear. So some of you may have felt like you're operating in difficult circumstances, or you're actually preparing for difficult circumstances, especially since we have the Four of Wands there. The Four of Wands can be a card of preparation, but also I get a sense here that some of you are thinking about actioning something from the home space. Maybe you are thinking about launching something online, or you have some ideas to sell things that perhaps you've outgrown or evolved from. Because this card, it tells me that you have a lot of knowledge. You're very gifted at what you do, and some of you may have felt that you've done as much as you can in a role that you're in right now, and you're trying to think about the next steps. So if you feel like you're in a glass ceiling kind of situation where you feel, you know, you've got a lot of skill set, but you feel it's time to spread your wings, some of you may have been putting out your resume there in order to find new opportunities. But the Hermit is to go inwards, okay, for answers. So some of you are taking some time out to really pause and think about your plans, okay? And I feel like these plans are not just for the immediate circumstances. I feel these plans are like 5-year plans is what I'm feeling here. Some of you may be even thinking about moving or relocating, or really thinking about where you feel like you belong in the world. And if you're in a career environment right now, you may be thinking about whether you retire early, or perhaps this is something that you're working hard towards. And some of you, if you're coming to the end of a cycle of a career, you may be calculating the finances that you've got and seeing, you know, how your 401k stands up, or whether you can retire now, or you may be even taking a little side hustle in order to bring in more money, some seasonal work, things like that. But ultimately, the protagonist energy, the Queen of Cups, indicates you know what you have to offer, okay? And it's more about loving what you do, because the Queen of Cups, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about following your heart, okay? It's really about focusing on the things that you love doing and looking at your skill set, because in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Queen of Cups, she has like a samovar, a golden like trophy type thing in her lap. She's really looking at it. She's really thinking to herself, you know what, I've got a lot to offer. And I feel that's you, my beautiful Capricorn. You have a lot to offer your career sector and your working environment. And you may be looking at your skill set and thinking, you know what, right now you're not reaching your full potential, or you feel a little bit stuck, because we do have the Devil card there, okay? Now, of course, the Devil card is not an evil card. It can actually indicate that you are putting your priorities first, and you're actually thinking about reestablishing yourself or your power in a situation, because this is a Capricorn card. So it's really about you asking about what you want. Are you following your heart? And if you're not, where are you feeling stuck? And it's time to really restructure, shall we say, in order to change circumstances. Now, the Devil card can indicate, as I said, that you're feeling stuck in some area, or you may feel a little bit anxiety. You may have all these talents and skills and be wondering if you're in the right place to reach your full potential. And if you're not, I definitely see there's some sort of change. The 8 of Cups tells me you're walking away from something. Now, this can just indicate that there is a promotion available to you, and you're actually moving into a new role in your current sector, and you're walking away from something that you've outgrown. So you're getting a new title, you're getting new status, you're getting new money, and for the majority of my beautiful Capricorns, I'm picking up on that energy of you moving up the ladder. And in order to move away from something, you are moving towards something greater. I always say anyone who walks away on the 8 of Cups, they get the 9 of Cups, and you have it right here. So it's in the resistance position, so it kind of indicates some of you haven't quite achieved something you've been wishing for, but it is on the horizon. You're closer than you think to this, okay? Now let me just pull a card on the Devil card, because this could be that you are reestablishing your power, and some of you are doubting your path. Okay, so it's like you want to step up. You know that you're capable of reaching your goal, because the World card is in the resistance position. It feels right now that you haven't truly reached your goal, but you're on the way to doing it. And I definitely see that you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to, but I feel like you're making some sort of adjustments. And this could mean that you're actually adjusting your path to get there quicker. So the goal is still the same. However, you get to where you want to go in a more streamlined fashion. So let me just pull a card on that. The Devil card, we've got the 10 of Wands, and we got the Hangman. You are someone who does not like to wait, okay? I definitely see here with the 10 of Wands and the Hangman, some of you have been feeling a bit stuck. You may have felt like you're on pause. I feel like you've got a lot to do. I feel like you're weighed down with a lot of work. You have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. But the Hangman is like, can you see it from a different perspective? Can you reshuffle what you do in a little bit more of an orderly fashion in order to streamline your time? Because I feel like there's this energy of working more efficiently coming through. So some of you are actually looking at what you do. And, you know, I feel that you still have quite a lot to do this week. And the next couple of weeks, actually, I see that it's going to be a very busy period for you. 10 of Wands tends to tell me that you're exhausted. Okay, so with the Hermit there, it's really about taking stock, recharging your batteries, and making sure that you revitalize your spirits before you actually, move forward. They're actually showing me a desert right now. Okay, I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and they're showing me a desert, and right in the middle of this desert, there's like a cactus. Okay, there's not lots of cacti around, it's just this one cactus that's right in the middle. So some of you may feel like you're working in a very austere environment, that people are devoid of personality, or perhaps there's just no nourishment, there's no room for growth. And you are the cactus that is, full of vitality, that you have the skill set. And cactus, they always say it's like, holding all that water in. Perhaps you're feeling that your account is thirsty right now and you have the skill set to earn more money. So you're looking at your options, and you may feel like there's no options around right now, but I definitely see something coming through, something that you'll celebrate and will transform everything. And some of you may have been working really hard and wondering if you're appreciated in the environment that you're in right now. And when I'm seeing a desert, okay, that tends to tell me that some of you feel that you're not appreciated, or that there is, nothing that you can move up to at this time or look up to. So I feel like you are biding your time, pooling your resources and just waiting for the right opportunity in order to leave that environment, okay? Now, the desert may be relevant for someone out there. It could be that someone's going to literally work in the desert, or it could mean that you are saving your finances, making sure that you have enough should there ever be difficult circumstances. But this tells me that you've got a lot on right now, and some of you may have to wait for other people. So if you work for a company, for example, and what you do relies on a different department, you may see that other departments are not working as efficiently as you, and you may have to wait around, which makes you feel a little bit frustrated. And some of you have been waiting a long time for a promotion or a raise, and you may feel a little bit fed up if it doesn't come in the time frame that you're hoping for. And if it doesn't come for you, I definitely see that you're leaving a position and moving on. And some of you are literally waiting it out to get that bonus or get that raise before you move elsewhere, okay? But ultimately, I feel like you are trying to orchestrate some sort of restructure in your career right now, and I feel that if things are not working in your favor, you're not sitting around waiting for things to get better. I feel like you're taking the initiative to change your circumstances, okay? Now we do have integration. So the fact that we got the Hermit energy here, and we've got the World card, which is, the word integration, some of you may be actually just feeling very isolated in your working environment. You may feel like there's lots of office politics, people are doing sloppy work, or, there's no workers' morale, and you're just feeling that the environment right now is soul destroying. So you're doing a bit of soul searching to see either whether you can change your circumstances or leave your circumstances. But I definitely see that you're looking to the new year as this pinnacle of change for you. So perhaps you have some plans in motion that you're going to activate or action as we move into 2024. I see that 2024 is actually going to be a high year for you to do a lot of celebrating, because there's some really good news coming for you in your career. Now, this tells me that there's going to be a lot of projects that you're going to have to adhere to, paperwork, you're going to be really busy, but also I feel some of you have a deadline to meet, and you may actually decide to take your time and focus elsewhere, to squirrel yourself away in order to have no distractions to get your deadlines met. And you will. You're going to hit the mark. The World card, it tells me that you need a little bit more balance in your world, in your life, okay? Especially as it's in the resistance position. That's what this pile here means, but anything that's in the resistance position, it starts off that way, but by the end of the 6 weeks, it goes into the upright. So I definitely see that there's abundance coming towards you. So if you had an appraisal, you'll get that bonus. And I definitely see that some of you will have something to celebrate. Some of you may even be saving for some sort of large vacation or travel. And some of you are even thinking about expanding your business, making it go global. Especially if you're an entrepreneur. I feel it's really important to recognize that if you're an entrepreneur, sometimes you work a lot harder than people who are in 9-to-5s. Entrepreneurial work tends to be 24/7. So I feel it's really important to have a very healthy cutoff point just to make sure that you revitalize your spirits, recharge your batteries, and bring your A game. And, don't burn yourself out is what I'm seeing there. But I feel some of you may be thinking about networking for your career in some way, or you're actually deciding to perhaps even go abroad and see how other people do what you do and see if there is a way to be seconded to another company or another branch. Because I get this sense of you really finding your place, not just in your career, but also in the world. So some of you are thinking, is there something else out there that would match your skill set and pay you the amount of money that you are hoping for? Because it feels like you have a certain goal in your career and you feel that you haven't quite hit it yet. And we've got the 9 of Cups here and the Hermit, okay? So you can't fast track success. You know that already. And I feel like you work really hard for everything that you accomplish. But the Hermit is an indication it's time to get out there, especially since it's in the resistance position. You've got the Hermit there. Some of you, I feel, if you're thinking about business partnerships, it's a great month to network and meet like-minded people. But also I feel this sense of balance. Some of you have been focused completely on your goals and your dreams, and you haven't been going out there and having fun. So the next 6 weeks, I definitely see you letting your hair down. There's like a breath of fresh air here. And for some of you, there may even be like an office party if you work in an office. And I feel that there is a conversation at that party that will change your career forever. Okay, so it could be that you strike up a conversation with the CEO and they elevate you even further in your career. Or if you're an entrepreneur and you go to some industry dinner or industry event, there's someone there who will be giving you very beneficial advice and actually will introduce you to some very important people regarding your career as well. Okay, now the fact that the Hermit is in this position, it goes into the upright. It definitely means that some of you are taking stock, taking a step back in order to really focus on your plans. And I feel like you're winding down the year as it comes to a close so that you can recharge your batteries and be ready for 2024. Because looking at your cards, I really feel that you're like so over 2023 and you're hoping that 2024 is better, okay? Now we do have the 9 of Cups, and it is in the reverse position, which means you haven't quite reached your goal or got your wish just yet. But in the next 6 weeks, it goes into the upright, which tells me that you are going to get a dream opportunity, something that you've been manifesting in your career. And this indicates that there is more wealth available to you, especially since it's connected to the World card, which is all about prosperity, abundance, and entering into a new cycle. Things are going to get infinitely better for you in 2024, even though, I gotta be honest, the 2024 energy for the collective is going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. But I definitely see that you are setting yourself up in your career or financially to earn more. So some of you may be taking second streams of income, or you've had ideas that you can put into motion that will actually bring in more wealth. And if you are currently not in work and you've come to this reading because you've either walked away from something already, or you were fired, or you were made redundant. Some of you have been working really hard trying to find work, and you may be worried that there's no opportunities coming in for you. But I definitely see that you close the year on a celebration regarding your career. So if something comes in, I feel it's an opportunity to work a little bit more independently. So it could be something you launch yourself, but also I see some sort of freelance work that becomes more long-term later on. But I feel it could be that you're either working in a managerial role or some sort of leadership role because you're set apart from other people. And I just feel like your skill set will put you in a really good position to earn more money. So I feel there is a role coming in for you if you're looking for a job right now. I definitely see that it's like a leadership role or somewhere where you can actually help people reach their full potential. So it feels very much like leadership or CEO or some sort of managerial role where you get to guide people through the working environment. So that's coming through there as well. Now, right at the end of the year, we've got transformation. So this is about coming up for air. This is also about, closing out a chapter in your career. So either some of you are moving into a promotion or raise, or you're actually changing the setting wherever you're going. You're leaving a space in order to move into something new. I definitely see that you're in a thought process of changing or restructuring the way that you work. So even if you like where you are right now and you haven't been offered a promotion, I definitely get a sense here that you're changing something about the way you approach your work, and it sets you out for a promotion or a raise. But I definitely see elevation here for you with the Death card. And we've also got the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Now, the Eight of Cups is to either change direction completely, or it is to walk away from something that is not fulfilling, that is not offering what you were hoping it to offer. And I feel here that you are walking away from something because you know that you are worth more. And I really want you to be aware of this spread. Basically, the protagonist energy is your energy and how you channel it into what you want to do. And then, of course, we've got the outcome energy. And it's like, what are you going to action? How are you going to change your circumstances? Well, you're going to transform your circumstances to walk away or get something more rewarding, because the resistance position is like anything that you've been experiencing that's difficult or you haven't got right now, but it is coming in for you. So anyone who walks away on the Eight of Cups walks straight into the Nine of Cups. Okay, so it's about you challenging yourself in a really healthy way to reach your goal. And I definitely see that you will reach that goal. For the majority energy, I see a lot of Capricorns taking the initiative to launch a new business or an entrepreneurship or an idea that you've been sitting on for quite some time. And it will be very rewarding. We have that Four of Wands there, which is a celebration. It's going to see family, friends. It's about getting out there and, having fun. So you wind down the year on a really good note and with something exciting to look forward to for 2024 as well, because I feel like you're setting yourself up for more. The Four of Wands, when it comes to money, it's like a win. It's a celebration. It's something exciting. It's almost like a return for all the hard work that you've been putting in there as well. Now, with the Four of Wands, some of you, because the Four of Wands connects to the home space, some of you are actually launching something from home, and it's going to be very lucrative. So whether it's an idea to write a book about your experience, because we do have the Hermit there twice. So if you're, for example, thinking about retiring, or you're currently retired and you're thinking, you know what, it'd be really nice if I just did a little something creative on the side to earn some money, would I? The answer is yes, you absolutely would. I feel like you have a lot of skill sets. So some of you may even be launching like a course of learning online for other people, whether you're retired or not, whether you're in a career or a job right now or not. These could be ideas that you are thinking about. How can you use the skill set that you've got to help other people, whilst at the same time bring in passive income and bring more freedom to your current circumstances? And I definitely see a lot of you thinking about that right now as well. Now, I do see for your finances that some of you may purchase something. It feels like higher purchase energy where it's like an ongoing payment, okay? I want to give you an energy of, you may see something you like that has some sort of higher purchase payment. However, if you just wait a little bit longer, you'll find the same thing but for a discount, okay? So I definitely see a discount coming in for you there as well. And let me see if I can see anything more for you. In terms of your finances, I feel like you're replenishing your finances at the end of the year as you move into January, okay? So let me just pull a little card on that for finances for you. The Strength card. I'm hearing a song right now as well. Okay, let me just give you that song. Let me just tap into that. Okay, so it's, I want to see the sunshine after the rain. Where is the silver lining at the rainbow end? Okay, now that's quite a famous song. I'm sure I've heard that before, and it may have even come up in a reading before. I can't remember what it's called. It's probably called Sunshine After the Rain, and I certainly can't remember who sings it, so I do apologize about that. I'm going to have to look that up. So it kind of indicates you've been going through some difficult times, but there is a silver lining, and the wish that you're hoping for is coming through for you, okay? I mean, especially since you got the Nine of Cups there, and I've shuffled again, and look, you've got the Strength card and the Nine of Cups. You see me shuffle. They're giving you the same cards. It's like something that was difficult, you will overcome it. You've been struggling with something, but you're sticking to your plan, or you're tweaking your plan so that it's more efficient, but you're still reaching your goal. You're doing something daring. This figure is literally putting a hand in a lion's mouth, and it's really like infinite possibilities for you to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. And the Nine of Cups is showing up for you again. So I feel if you are wishing for a certain amount of money, or you're working hard towards something, whether it's a bonus or a raise, I definitely see that you'll get it. And if you're looking for work or trying to action an opportunity that you're launching yourself, I see that you will be fulfilled and you will reach your goal and you'll get your wish. You know, it's so unusual to get a Nine of Cups twice in a reading with two different decks. So that tells you that something you've been wishing for is showing up for you. And I mean, even that song, listen out for that song. It could indicate you're going to hear that song just before something really good comes in that you're going to celebrate regarding your career. But ultimately, it's like the sunshine after the rain. So you've been going through a difficult time, and here comes the sun. There is that silver lining there for you. Now, I'm just going to get some final cards. I want you to be aware there is a rogue card in this deck. It's there on purpose, okay? It's a unique card. Not everybody gets it. And it is there, though, and it is there for a reason. So let me see. They want me to go again, so I will. And by they, I mean my guides. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What else do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so we've got ring. Okay, so financial commitments. As I said, I see you having some sort of hire purchase or some sort of like contracted thing that you buy, but it's like you give in installments. So I feel like you will get a discount on that. It says financial commitments, long-term investment, partnership, work together, fulfilling career. Now, something that just came through, there is a potential for you to reunite with someone that you used to know or that you used to work with. And I feel like there may be a really interesting conversation that comes out of that reunion or that meeting. Even if you bump into that person in the street, you may organize like a drink with that person or a catch up. I feel like there's an energy here of you potentially returning to something that you used to love doing as well. So some of you, there may be a partnership on the cards there for you, or it's offered to you. However, I mean, I feel like networking and partnership is available, but because you've got the Hermit card twice there, I feel like it may be more lucrative for you to go solo on something, but that's your choice. We all have free will. Even if you do partner up with someone, because we have the integration card and we have the Hermit with the Nine of Cups, I feel, you know, it will be very beneficial also to partner up. However, get a contract in place. You know, it's good business practice. You know that. We've also got the crown there. So the crown chakra is ideas. It's to know that you will be successful, to know that whatever it is that you've been working really hard towards, you will accomplish it. And it says here, overcoming obstacles. I said that earlier. Power play, wealth, owner, boss, taking charge, making progress. So again, the energy I was feeling right at the beginning of your reading is like you taking charge or taking the leadership skills that you have and leading a team, or, you know, being your own boss. And we also have gift. Okay, so this is about bonus coming in. So if you've been working hard towards getting a bonus, I see that you will get one, maybe even a bit of a raise as well. It says giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, financial support, work surprise, and vacation. A lot of you are saving for a major vacation or travel. This could be a big holiday or vacation that you've had in mind for quite some time, so you've been saving for a little bit. You'll definitely reach that goal is what I see there as well. And for some of you, if you work in an office, I see like a little gift. It could be really small. It's a small token of appreciation being left on your desk. Okay, and if you work as an entrepreneur on your own, for example, you may get some sort of discount or free gift regarding your industry in some way. So it could be like a computer program or some sort of software or something you need for your business, and you're given it as a gift, or you get like a really healthy discount and it just feels like it's more affordable. I'm not really sure how else to decode that energy that's coming through, but that's what I'm being given. Okay, just going to go get a trinket or rune before we close. We got 2 rune, okay? Okay, so the first one here is the year rune. I hope you can see that. That's harvest time. So that indicates, reward for your loyalty or reward for your hard work. It's also about commitments. Okay, your work commitments and having peace of mind, but ultimately getting the best out of your working environment. So if you feel that it's time to change, I still feel wherever you move to, you get the best out of that situation. And also we have the sun rune. Of course we do. So that's brilliant. That means there's victory, clear vision, success, achieving your goals, but also rest. Okay. This is about getting clear on your next steps as well. And I feel they're actually showing me a house right now as well. So some of you may be working from the home space, or you're going into real estate, or perhaps you have a large dividend or payout from a real estate venture. So I'm not really sure how that works, but maybe that's something you know about that's coming through there as well. And also we have the key. Now what's really interesting about that, it indicates new doors are opening for you. And it's the death card key. It's got the rose there on it. And because you got the death card there, it really indicates there are major changes happening in your career and new doors are opening. And you will be closing old doors behind you. And the new doors that you walk through are going to be very rewarding indeed. Okay, so this is the next chapter on your career. And I definitely see you on the up. All your cards indicate a movement or a trajectory of upwards and onwards. Okay, so we'll leave it there, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, before I go, they're giving me an energy of some of you are really in a preparation mode, especially when it comes to your finances. Should there ever be any fluctuation economically around the world, you do have the world card for a reason. My guides just gave it to me. So it's really great practice if you like download a statement of any assets or anything that you've got, just to make sure that you have a documented evidence of that. Should there ever be any gremlins in the system economically, you just want to be able to prove what you got. Okay, so I definitely can see that there, but ultimately I can see that you're working really hard to squirrel things away in a protective mode, just in case you need it for a rainy day. And I feel, looking at your trajectory, I feel, you're going to have lots of days of sun. So I feel like you're prepared. However, you won't need to dip into those resources. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.